It was back in 2012 when the two young entrepreneurs, Mark Denker and Thibaut Delab, realized the absence of a technical hub to build web and mobile applications for entrepreneurs. The world seemed to be divided into two camps for building technical products. One camp was ruled by unsatisfying freelance portals with virtually anyone being able to proclaim various skills, leaving clients with a hard time to understand what they actually pay for. The other camp was pricey web agencies, where clients come with custom requirements, leaving the web agencies uncertain on how long it will take to complete, and therefore buffering heavily on requirements to avoid working at losses. The opportunity to build a hub with well-trained developers on one side and a platform that allows customers to find what they want to build on the other seemed inevitable to the two founders.
So when we started Wiredelta, we initially looked at how the software industry had developed compared to, for example, the computer hardware industry. And what was very curious is in the hardware industry, you had sort of Dell computers, for example, where you can go on a website, you can assemble your hardware and check out from there from your sofa. And that just never happened to the software industry. And industry experts will tell us there was multiple reasons for this, but there were three main reasons why, or assumptions why. The first one was software is impossible to scope accurately. The second one, because software is impossible to scope, it's also impossible to time accurately, know how much time it takes. And the third one is that software requires human interaction. You need people to talk to each other and understand each other. And that might be true today, but if you look in sort of 10, 20, 30-year time span, we just don't think that's true. And we certainly want Wiredelta to push the barrier to this and push the software industry forward, just like the computer hardware industry.
As it so often happens with startups, Wiredelta's beginnings were humble, starting out in a guest house in India. The founding idea of Wiredelta is to create a hub for web and mobile development. The first step to make this a reality was to create talent rather than buying it. Wiredelta Institute was established in June 2012 to upgrade computer science graduates with the latest web and mobile technologies. The students are handpicked to go through a tailor-made training program, leaving Wiredelta only hiring the best. While Wiredelta Institute trains the next generation of rockstar developers, Wiredelta Agency facilitates the connection between these talents and companies that need a software team. The agency has built strong development processes and tools on top of the training provided in the Institute, providing an assembly line for web and mobile development. With an institute and an agency working as the backbone, Wiredelta is able to execute on their next and most exciting step.
So in order to reach Wiredelta's full potential and push the software industry forward, we sort of made a three-step plan. The first one was what we call Wiredelta Institute, basically a training institution where we took in top-notch graduates for a 3 to 6 month program. The reason why we did that is because a lot of people we saw was complaining about not enough developers, not enough software engineers. We just don't think that's true. There's plenty of software engineers being educated every year from universities. The problem is they just don't know the right tools or the right technologies. So we created that, and basically the people that graduated the institute, we hired only the best, and we hire them in what we call the agency, which is our second step of our three-step plan. And the agency allows us to build professional, proper development processes. We are working with clients, building software products, technical products, and sort of getting very good at that. And after 4 years of operating, we believe that we are getting pretty damn good at building software products. But of course, we keep getting better and better, refining our processes. But it's a necessary step to reach the third and last step, which we are getting into now, and that is what we call the platform. So the platform is really what is exciting and can really push the software industry forward. And we sort of split right now in three tools. First, we have the timer. We have a time tracking tool, which all our developers, ever since we started, has been using, collecting data on how much time it takes to build different features. Now, of course, all that data, after gathering for 4 years, we are able to say pretty accurately how much time it takes to build different things. And that will allow us to build what we call the shop, which is the second tool in the platform. So the shop is basically a simple few-step process where you are able to define what kind of application you want, how do you want it to look like more or less, do you want some different add-ons, and then be set up within a couple of hours really. And then once you are set up, after a couple of hours going through the shop process, you reach the client area. And the client area is where you are able to customize your technical products. We know after doing software development for 4 years that every single client wants something custom just for them. And the client area is really where you can connect with developers through Wiredelta. And now the beautiful part here is that only the people that have been going through the institute, developers graduating from the institute, are put on the platform or in the client area where you can connect to. So it's not just any random freelancer that can sign up and work on your project. So with that, we think we're pretty far ahead of many of our competitors, and we're super psyched really to see how people react to our platform and continue building great technical products.